Hi, this is teacher Márcio. Bem-vinda. Well, I have been a teacher of English for about 15 years now, but I've also become a high school teacher of sociology. I've got a degree in education, and so I'm also a researcher, so I've done some researches on drug policy and education. I've also become a translator and an interpreter. Okay, and yeah. So I have been in love with the English language since I was about 6 years old. Yes, I was given a very big Oxford dictionary at that time, and I was so curious about that large book, full of letters and some symbols that I couldn't understand. So I got obsessed, I was really obsessed with trying to understand those phonetic symbols. So a miracle happened. Yeah, I learned how to read them. So I started learning English by myself since I was about 7 years old. So I used to go to the library every single day. So I read lots of books written in English. And when I went to college, I came across some well-known phoneticians. So I kind of became an expert. And when Brazil had a good president, yes, Lula, of course. So my life changed, yeah, for the better, like the lives of millions of Brazilians. So I finally could afford to travel around the country, and also I had the opportunity to travel around Europe. So I had the chance to study phonetics and phonology in the UK. So I improved my knowledge, yeah, so to speak. So as I love working with languages and also with sociology, because I think it's really important to discuss political issues, culture, human rights, So I've decided to create this YouTube channel, to help people learn English while becoming aware of what's going on in the world. For instance, we can learn new words, grammar structure, and pronunciation by discussing topics such as the political scenario in Brazil, as well as in the Americas and in the world, We can think about how dangerous the rise of the far right can be and what it has to do with our own lives and our future, That really worries me. We can also try to analyze and question, on the systems of social support and health of the homeless people, the homeless and the elderly people, actually. Besides, we can think about human rights and perhaps start asking ourselves why bringing this big issue into the public eye has made so many people angry. And now this topic, which is really important, has become highly controversial. And maybe some students are start analyzing some of these topics, such as racism, as we know it, and it has, existed since the colonial era, and that can maybe, I don't know, arouse the curiosity, of talking over the colonization, the consequences of it, how it happened, and how it continues, and how it still continues to this day. So some students might even realize that there are some social movements that have done everything they can to keep it all that way, So as you know, we are all going through hard times, Lots of us have lost our jobs, so we have tried to make the ends meet. Lots of people starving, yeah. Millions of people have died because of the pandemic, it's really important to learn English, but also, educate ourselves. So now let's talk a little about the structure of the language, of the English language, just as its so-called complex relationship between sounds and letters. I have just said so-called because even though the letter sound correspondence in English is not easy, the majority of learners, I dare say even teachers, are not aware of some useful and liberating roles which are very likely to help students gain self-confidence and more independence, when it comes to eventually understanding how it works. I am really set on giving it all away. And now please listen to what I'm about to tell you. It's something you never forget. The English language does not boil down to the USA or to the UK. It is a language that is spoken by more than 1 billion people all over the world. And I dare say that this language belongs to everyone who speaks it. And there's something more. Here's a liberating and empowering piece of advice. Don't you ever be afraid of speaking English with native speakers. And don't take seriously those people that keep saying, that the best way to learn English is with native speakers of English. Such a mistake. I'm reading what I have written, okay, so that I cannot forget what I have to say. You and me are Portuguese native speakers, right? We all know we keep making mistakes. There will always be new words to learn in a new accent that we'll find it hard to understand. We will never acquire a thorough knowledge of a language. Okay. Yes, so that's all for today, and more videos coming soon. I haven't got around to learning how to add subtitles on the videos, but we'll learn it soon. Okay, so yeah, so you take care.